Hey there, this is Grant, and this is a Dana Spicer gem car transmission. I'm going to do a quick demo on showing you how to disassemble it. First thing is going to be remove it from the car and drain all the oil. What you want to do is get the diff cover off first, and that would be sitting here like this. And what I would do is take a putty knife, put a putty knife between the gasket surface, and just simply cut the Permatex that holds it on off, and that'll allow you to not pry and bend the diff cover off. So once the diff cover is off and you got oil all over the place and you clean it out best possible, what I would do is I would turn your attention to the input shaft, which is right here. There'll be a C-clip like this holding the input shaft on. You'll simply remove the C-clip and your input shaft should just slide out. I marked all my gears. Then what I did is turn my attention to the diff itself, and you'll have these things holding on the axle bearing. So you'll remove these from that, and you'll see that these bearings are orientated or indexed. Turn this a little bit better. These bearings will be indexed in there, but we'll get to those in a little bit. So what we want to do is take these axles off, and the way that's done is there'll be a C-clip holding this in. It's a smaller C-clip. I marked all my C-clips so I know where they go. Remove the C-clip, and one of these axles is really easy to get out, and the other one's a little bit more difficult. This one's the easy one because you have the angle, which you can go into the axle and push from this side through, but this one's got a little bit of a harder angle to it. So I took like a punch, and I just simply pushed in here like this, and it just sort of pulled the axle out on that side, and then the same thing on this side. And once those are free, then the main gear will just simply slide out like this. And I was fortunate enough that these bearings that sit right here, they just slid right off. I didn't need to press or anything like that. So once you take this off, I noted my gear tooth mount. That'll expose your intermediate gear here, and the way we get to the intermediate gear is we turn the transmission this way, and there's two solid rubber caps. I used a wood chisel, and I just punched a hole in it, as you can see, and just pried it off. Again, there'll be a C-clip holding this on and an O-ring, but you don't need to worry about the O-ring right now. So once the dust cover or grease seal was removed and both C-clips were removed, I simply took the gear and just kind of I sort of moved it back and forth like this, and it just pushed or pressed out both of the bearings. Of course, it wasn't as easy as I'm showing you right now, but that's what happened. So the gear slides out. Mark this one. We got 53 tooth, and here's the first ring for the O-ring, and this is the O-ring right in this, the deeper one, and then the C-clip is right here. So once those are removed, you're good to go. And then you'll be able to get to these right here, which are the axle oil seals. So these will be sitting in this location, and they come out from this side, but you'll need to press them out from this way. So that's pretty much it. There are 3 O-rings in this whole transmission. One of them is at the input shaft, and the other 2 are on either side of the intermediate gear. So that's it for now, and check back in for the assembly portion of the transmission.